guys, welcome to this week's edition of the DW Pod.
Welcome back.
Powered by Triton, maker of 100% full custom uniforms and apparel. Tom, how's it going, man?
This week it's a going. Sinuses are really kicking in.
It's finally getting you, huh?
Yeah, after I made fun of y'all two for having them. I mean, this week has been utterly brutal for me.
It's funny because I've actually gotten better. And you were, I was dying.
Yeah.
I mean, my eyes felt like they were bleeding. And now you're getting suffered.
I mean, every morning is a fight for my life, you know. Well, that's karma.
I get a daily email with the pollen count.
Really?
And the pollen count is dropping. And you're getting worse.
I'm getting worse. You can probably hear it in my voice. It's I don't understand it. Because it never really impacts me like this.
You must be allergic to something else.
It's something about this city. Because my allergies were never as bad as they are now that I live here.
I got to be honest with you. I think it's something in my room. I'm going to have to do some cleaning.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
You haven't cleaned in a while?
No, I've cleaned in a while. You just never know what company it's done, so you need to you don't.
That's true.
Yeah. I just hope you don't die in the process.
Well, John, let's not. Why would we bring that up, John?
Wow.
Me dying. Thanks, big dog. Big John Stud over there. Anywho,
That's me.
John, this weekend, what'd you get into?
What was this weekend?
Oh, John.
Oh, man.
You had some pretty fire pictures.
Yes. I did the crawfish boil.
Yeah.
That's low country boil. Or if you say it right, like a southern low country boil.
Yeah.
Bowl. That's right.
It bowls right.
And crawfish, shrimp, sausage,
That sounds so good.
potatoes, corn, all in one. Oh, so good. I would estimate at least 4 pounds of crawfish.
You took them down?
Oh,
That's believable.
That's the thing.
I just stood at a table for about 45 minutes straight.
I mostly just ate the sausage out and the corn. I don't know.
You don't like crawfish?
You know, I work so hard with so much in my life. I don't enjoy working for food.
I feel you.
I'm not a fan of
feel you.
crab.
You don't like crab? See, it's a lot of work, but man, crab legs are
It's
the
good.
best.
It's good. Actually, Alex, we ran into each other this weekend. Why don't you get started with that?
So we talked about Sweet Creek a couple weeks back.
Yeah.
First off, I need to clarify, it is a farm market. It is in the name, Sweet Creek Farm Market. Just for that clarification, that's for my wife. She was mad about that. Anyway, we take
Hopefully she's watching this episode.
Yeah.
we take the child out for the first time, right, to Sweet Creek because they got, like we said, goats.
All type
chickens
of
and
fun
stuff.
for children you don't have to make up.
And they ended up having all these police cars and all kinds of stuff. They were raising money for liver disease or something, I think. Anyway, so I'm telling my wife on the way out there, you know Thomas, he comes out here every Saturday and gets a sheet of strawberry cake.
Yeah.
And I mean, he does it every Saturday religiously. And she's like, no, he doesn't. So we get there, we're hanging out, and standing there taking pictures, and guess who comes pulling up? This guy.
I saw, man. I was excited, too, because I'm going to get some cake. Finds out they ran out of cake like Friday. But the lady, she recognized me for getting there so much. She tells me, listen, here's the number. Call this every Thursday. That's when we get the cakes, and we'll hold you one.
This guy is reserving cakes
So
at the Sweet Creek Farm Market.
as soon as I'm off today, I'm headed straight over there. You got
That's better now than a 2-day-old cake. But
listen.
He won't make it 2 days.
Yeah, that cake. Yeah, no way.
are you going to bring some in the office tomorrow?
Absolutely not. I don't know. If I buy more than one, I'll bring y'all one so you can try it.
I haven't had the strawberry. I'm sure it's good.
I haven't tried any other one but strawberry, I'm afraid.
I had the caramel. I can't remember this. There's a second word in it, but man, it is a lot. It is.
Well, tomorrow's payday, so big money Tom, you got to be bringing a cake for everybody.
I used to just randomly show up with stuff, but I moved to Montgomery.
Was
The donut shop out in Millbrook I used to like going.
Was that before I started working here? I don't remember that.
I don't even
No,
do
that
that.
was you were definitely here.
We all remember we split the peanut butter and bacon donut because we
That's
all
right.
like.
You brought that one donut. We had to divide it among us.
No, we ate. Anyway, this weekend, what do you guys have planned? Any plans for? I'm not dealing with you, John. Not dealing with you.
This weekend, I'm going to. It's a new month coming up, and I'm going to sit down and just write through some goals.
Wow.
I know. Yeah. it's a
Don't
good
you
thing.
hate it when the new month starts on the weekend?
Yeah.
You don't?
Well, it starts on Sunday, so it's like that's everything's
I
in
know.
line.
I
so.
know that Sunday is technically the first day of the week, but to me, Monday's the first day of the week because that's the day I go back to work, and it's nice for the new month to start on Monday.
Which happens like once a year, bro.
It never happens, but it's great when it does.
But hey, Friday the 13th in May.
Did not know that.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
I would keep myself inside. Almost cursed. John, if you played that because you thought it sounded like Michael Myers music.
That's the closest I got. Sorry.
I'm going to go see the Biscuits play tomorrow night, so I'm pretty
Oh,
excited
yeah, the
about that.
Montgomery Biscuits.
Yeah, well, we haven't really brought them much up on the show, but that's probably one of the more iconic minor league teams out there, and that's our home team. So we can go see them play the Mississippi Braves. See,
They got any sweet beer specials going on?
well, today's Thursday, so that would be the
I'm
day
out.
to go. But
Who you going to look at?
what?
Who you gonna look
the Braves have got their top prospect, Michael Harris, that plays outfield for the Mississippi Braves. So I'm pretty excited about. So he went deep last night. I wish I would have gone last night.
Bet he did. Well,
And you guys, you made fun of me last week for not going to Crawfish Bowl last week. I'm going to one this week, so
Oh, man. I was just
boo on you.
Mr. Social Calendar over
Yeah,
here.
I know that's probably the most I've done in a weekend in
Yeah.
at least 7 weeks.
I legit have nothing planned, which means too probably just sit around and eat cake.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to go to Mobile, but
Mobile.
yeah, just don't feel like driving.
Mobile.
Whatever you said, John.
You know, people that aren't from Alabama have no idea how to say it.
Exactly.
That's the
Mobile.
thing.
That's why I'm saying it, because I know our global audience, they don't know what we're talking about. But
Our
it's
international
pronounced Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile is the correct pronunciation.
It's just hard to say it. Mobile. I wasn't that hard. Anyway, this week we had National Pretzel Day, which leads me to some questions for you guys.
Go.
If we're talking pretzels, you guys going regular or were you guys going bites?
Dude, that's a tough question because I love the bites.
Yeah.
The Auntie Anne's or
Oh,
that little salt crystals on them, a little dip.
nah, see, I am so against those salt crystals.
Really?
I can feel my blood pressure shoot up the minute one touches my tongue. I'll brush them off. What about you, John?
I'm a traditional. I want no mustard or cheese or anything. I just want pretzel, but it's got to be warm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be warm.
I am hands down a bites guy.
It's softer. It's always softer.
Really?
But also with me, y'all know me, I like sweets way too much. So I am for sure, if we're talking flavors, going with the little cinnamon ones. And then so I can dip them in the icing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the opposite. I'm gonna go with more the savory, the mustard, cheese maybe.
I was looking online preparing for this episode. You know they have a pepperoni pretzel.
Yes.
It
I've
looked
seen that.
amazing. I had never seen that before in my life.
I haven't had it. I think I've seen it, but I haven't had it.
I don't know if you can eat pepperoni without some type of pizza sauce.
No, well they have marinara dipping sauce.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got to have that.
Yeah. I don't know which leads me to another question. Now, we all understand that malls they're just not what they used to be. I won't say dead. They're still outside malls.
Yeah.
Not nearly
Completely
as fun.
different.
Yeah. No
than the
AC.
indoor mall that we grew up in.
There's no little video game area for the nerds to hang out and do.
Hey,
John, what was that game you guys played growing up? Dance Revolution?
I was more of a Pac-Man generation.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's more of a '90s thing, isn't it?
I don't know, just making fun of John. Hopefully he would have said yes. I can imagine John playing little DDR back in the day.
No, I'm good.
But what is well, let me start like this. Is a pretzel the best mall food? And I'll give you some examples. You got the little pizza slice. What's that place called?
Sabaros?
Yeah, I always pronounce it wrong. Wasn't even gonna try. You got Dippin' Dots. You got the
The ice cream of the future since 1993.
Dude, as a child, Dippin' Dots were like the best treat ever.
But here's one for you. Underrated. The Chinese sample on the toothpick.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up because that is fantastic.
Cinnamon rolls, because we had the Cinnabon in there. And also, or you can go with a nice little milkshake / juice.
Orange Julius?
Whatever that is, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know what Orange Julius is?
No clue.
Dude.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I don't think there are anymore. We'd have to look that up. But, man, there used to be one in the mall in Florence, and it was so good.
Yeah.
It's a juice bar, basically.
Yeah. If I'm walking around the mall and I got to choose, I have to have a snack in my hand. I'm going to have to go to little soft pretzels that you can dip into the icing.
I'm a big fan of the cookies, the Great American cookies.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Man.
Little slice of cookie cake.
Man, yeah.
Normally on my birthday, instead of getting a regular cake, I'll go get a Great American cookie cake. Because I love
those cookies.
Underrated.
Underrated. Yeah. Well, I mean, they may be underrated, but they are so good.
I honestly, when we would go to the mall, we never really got the cookies, but we knew that they were good. It just wasn't. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't have had so much sugar.
The little sandwiches. What are the sandwiches called, John? I know you know the answer to this. Do-si-do? Not do-si-dos. That's Girl Scout cookie.
The ice cream? Not the ice cream. The cookie sandwiches?
Yeah.
Oh, double doozy.
Double doozy. I knew it had a D.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are pretty good.
Well, Alex, let's skip on to you, our baseball man. Your boy's returning this week.
King returns. The King returns. Braves,
Elvis?
not going to lie. Braves have struggled a little bit here at the start of the season. But they struggled at the beginning of the first half last year.
Yeah.
And,
it's still early, though.
It's still early. It's April's not even over yet.
Yeah.
And so we'll see how the weekend goes with him. And obviously, he's probably not going to be playing every day right now.
I was about to say, do you think he'll probably get the whole game. I don't know how baseball works as far as returning from injury, like football when you're on the pitch count.
He'll probably play 9 tonight. Mm-hmm. And then I figure he'll probably DH most of the rest of the weekend.
So he'll be full speed by the time summer really gets here.
Oh, yeah. He's ready to go. He's been tearing it up down at AAA. And they actually called him back up earlier than anybody expected him to.
Okay.
So, the Mets right now, number one team in baseball in April. Yeah.
It sounds like the Mets.
Just same thing last year.
Yeah.
They were great in the first half and just.
What happened to them in the playoffs?
It's funny you should ask. They didn't make the playoffs. So Mets are going to Met.
Yeah,
that's the way it's going to be. Braves will be on top by the second half.
The Cleveland Browns. Mets are going to Mets. But speaking of, hopefully he'll be 100% back by the summer. With it coming up, what are some places you guys are thinking about going for the summer?
Let's see. With all my time off, I will always, and I probably won't make it this summer, but if you ever say, here's a plane ticket, where you going? New York City.
In the summer?
God.
In the summer, fall, winter, or spring.
Why?
Man, it's just amazing.
I've been, and I think it's cool, but that's just, of the summer destinations, that's not what I'm going to put at the top.
It's hot. Don't get me wrong. But
I don't know too many people who've ever said they want to go to New York for the summer.
Oh, well.
The winter's brutal up there, too. It's real cold. I feel like fall is the time to go to New York. If it's summer, I want to go somewhere where there's water.
Yeah.
At least to cool off.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I was going to say, it'd probably be Tampa Bay.
And
is not
awesome.
even to go to the beach, just, in a condo, because I don't like sand.
That's one of my favorite places, man. I had some great times down there.
I called you last year when I was having a great time in Tampa.
Yeah.
And then Alex was nowhere close to Tampa, so I let you.
I was in Florida, nowhere close to Tampa.
Nowhere close to Tampa.
Great place, though, man. All the little communities surrounding it. It's where we went a lot of growing up. It was fantastic. I would love to go back there. So if you want to ask me where I want to go this summer, that's it. Honestly.
John, you down to make it happen? The boys go to Tampa?
No.
The
I'll be in New
DW pod
York.
rides to Tampa.
You know, huh?
I'll be in New York.
Oh God, John. Eating pizza?
Sure.
Hey, I think that us three going to New York would be fantastic. Because
Oh no, I don't know about that.
we would eat the best foods.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No way I have a good time there.
I don't think that's true.
And the hillbillies step off the subway. I don't know how New York would react to that.
I'm gonna hate that because I'll try to wear a cowboy hat too.
You wouldn't be the only one. That's the thing about New York. It's all kinds of. I mean, you're going to see everything.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Well, I just don't want to get mugged.
Well, this can happen anywhere. We live in Montgomery.
Yeah.
Moving forward, did y'all see that Megan Fox has a blood drinking ritual with Machine Gun Kelly that she thinks will help her against the sinister social media? And this is brought to you by CNN.
Yeah, this is bizarre.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm not going to say it hurts, but where Megan Fox was.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
Machine Gun Kelly's always been weird.
Yeah, I don't have any real opinion.
I mean,
I'm not even really familiar with who he is, to be honest with you.
You mean Colson Baker?
Is that his real name?
Yes, I refuse to call any grown man outside of a zoot suit committing a crime in the 20s Machine Gun Kelly. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And if this episode ever goes viral and he hears this, he should change his name.
Oh,
That's fantastic.
John, that was good. You caught me, like usual, John, you caught me off guard. But, I mean, what are we doing here? You know,
That's some satanic stuff, man. That's.
And, John, I need you to pull up a picture for us because Alex had sent me this on Slack.
This is great. This is a great follow on Twitter.
So we
baseball
here,
history nut.
We got the world's largest. It says player. It has to be baseball player. Back in 1908, the guy we're looking at, dude, just absolute stud.
An absolute unit.
They
He looked
say
like he ate a stud. What
400
in the world?
450 pounds. But the thing about it, there's so little information. Like it gives you the team was a member of the Citizen baseball team out there in Pennsylvania, and that's it. Like no height, no position.
It would be nice to know the height,
Dude.
to know the context of this weight. Because what if he's like 6'7", 450 pounds?
And like the boy
Or what
likes
if he's
to eat.
5'2"?
It to me, it is like there's no fast food back then. You know,
How do you get that big?
how do you get that big? And dog, that's
Thyroid.
humongous.
He's big boned.
He's got a thyroid problem, probably.
Well, I hate if that's the case, and we're over
He
here
ate
talking
his
about it.
thyroid.
Netflix estimates 100 million households are sharing passwords and suggests a crackdown is coming soon.
I feel like that number's kind of low.
Just want to tell Netflix, if you want to kill your company, I mean, this is the best way to do it. You're already, we talked about a lowering tier on the streaming services. You're not really competing with HBO Max right now. To be honest with you, Amazon Prime isn't too bad. You do have to pay extra rent stuff, but
You also get a lot of other benefits if you just become a Prime member. So,
Yeah.
but did you see that Netflix is talking about adding commercials?
for a lower price.
Yeah, or something like that. I didn't.
Well, they
see
have
all
to
the
do
details.
something
Probably not. They're probably going to charge extra for that tier with commercials.
because I could have sworn I saw that. What was it? Stranger Things? An episode cost what, 20 million?
I saw something. It was a ridiculous number. Yeah, per episode, it was at least 20 million, if not more.
That's
than
like up there with Game of Thrones, and you saw the amount of CGI in the
that.
Game
I guess
of Thrones
that's what
episode.
it is. I guess that's what's making this so expensive is all the CGI.
Well, they probably spend so much money trying to age the kids and make them look younger.
Might be true.
One last, did you see? There's a space company called Space Perspective that's offering a space tourist of a 6-hour luxury journey through Earth's atmosphere for just $125K.
Oh, is that it?
That's it, guys. You can ride around space with you and your rich friends.
Like I said, payday's tomorrow.
You go check it out.
That would be awesome, though.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That is wild.
The fact that it's an option to do,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a reasonable price.
Oh man, all right.
No, I'm not saying for me, but I'm saying for the experience. I feel like that is reasonable.
I need to see how many people are signing up for this first, and let me see the type of people doing it. I mean,
the type of people that
this
do
is
it are
probably going to
ultra
turn
rich.
into a billionaire's space high club. That's the only thing I can see it is going. There's no way.
Probably
I don't-
some truth to that.
Who would? I don't know. I'm not a space guy. You are. You're the office scientist. You said you're interested in this, so
Yeah, I would definitely do it. I mean, if I had the money, heck yeah.
nah, I'm good, man.
From your very mouth last week, you watched lots of science
Hey, I
programs.
do. I love watching science programs.
Probes in your anus or whatever you said. Couple of little personal questions I got for you guys. Jono, I like to start with you. Who is your favorite athlete of all time?
I can't even think beyond this, but my first thought is William Refrigerator Perry from the Chicago Bears in the 80s.
Okay.
It's good.
Mainly because he was just such a source of entertainment.
He was.
And, I mean, he had his own rap song.
Snaggletooth.
Yes. Call him in to run in the big plays and the big touchdowns. So, and Mount Cody for Alabama several years ago, they tried to make him the Fridge Jr., but nobody will ever be the original
The
Fridge.
Fridge was agile too now.
Yeah, he was.
Like, dude could move. What about you, Al?
Dick Trickle.
All right. Who is that, man?
He was a NASCAR driver, short track driver, big time. Won a lot of races on short track. This dude would smoke cigarettes in the race car. It's some of the most iconic videos. You've got to go look them up. They are hilarious. I'm talking about taking Stokes to the face, driving 190 miles an hour,
Ripping cigs,
Doing
200.
You got to check out Dick Trickle. Who's
That's
yours?
pretty funny.
I'd have to say a guy by the name of Stanley Robinson. He's just I think he was Mr. Alabama basketball in 2006. He's recently passed, but he did play at UConn. I was a huge UConn basketball fan back in the day. Didn't win a natty, but the way he would just dunk on everybody, just at any time he's going to try to dunk on you. I really love that. Another question we got here is, Alex, I'll start with you this time. Who is your favorite actor or actress?
I love George Clooney. I love.
Boo. Oh, I'm sorry.
You don't like George Clooney?
I'm sorry. I just had something in my throat.
I don't
That's
necessarily
that's all it
like
was.
George
Why don't
Clooney
you
as a
like-
person.
Why
but
don't y'all like George Clooney as a person?
his characters are great.
I don't know him personally. The only thing I know about George Clooney is that he gave all of his close friends $1 million.
Yeah,
I thought that
That's
was
pretty
cool,
cool.
but that's all I know about him.
Yeah.
yeah. I'll probably roll with that unless something else pops in my head.
I couldn't even find anybody when I was thinking. Like, there's no one that I could say, no matter what they put out, I'm going to go see it. The closest person is Leo.
Tom Hanks.
Oh,
That's a good one.
what's your favorite Tom Hanks role?
Honestly,
Yeah,
Castaway.
Really?
really.
Spent the whole first half of the movie not even talking, no words, and then I mean that's a serious actor right there.
It's true.
You
It's
want-
hard to beat Forrest Gump for me though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is based in Alabama. To blow your mind, I've never seen Castaway. I have outside of just the title, no clue what it's about. Like how it happened, how'd he get there, where's it going?
Title pretty much tells you.
Well, I
what I'm
don't
saying.
think this is going to be a spoiler for you, but the
No,
plane
I'll
crash
never watch
scene
it.
alone is amazing.
It's a good movie.
Well,
Yeah.
we're talking about movies, John. Let's give me your top 5.
Top 5 movies:
At least give me 5. You can run them off.
Tommy Boy, Major Payne, Book of Eli.
It's a good movie.
Really?
Oh my goodness, yes,
Have you seen it?
Blind Denzel?
yeah.
Yeah.
Denzel. That might be somebody if
Denzel,
he's in
yeah.
a movie I have to go see. That's an actor I love.
Yeah.
I like Denzel.
And I remember when he got his start early in the 80s on the NBC show St. Elsewhere.
Shout out to St. Elsewhere.
Never heard of it.
Shout out to those random facts.
All right, so you got how many? You got
You got
3 more
three
movies.
more.
I got 3, so 2 more. Princess Bride. I said Tommy Boy, right?
Yeah.
Tommy Boy.
Major Payne. Book of Eli, Princess Bride.
Yeah, those are all in the same genre, obviously. And then, man, I don't know. I'm not a big movie buff. I'm going to say this. You guys are going to laugh, but that's what this whole show's about. Wizard of Oz. See, you're holding it. You're fighting it.
Well, I mean,
it is a great classic.
It's a good setup for an old joke because it's like the first color movie. And
that's what I was about to say. Which one are you talking about?
Back when I went to see that in the Picture House.
Yeah, you saw it in theater.
That's wild. Are you? Is it just because it's? I guess it's with your childhood. Wizard of Oz is not a good movie.
It is a good movie.
It's not a good movie.
And the cartoon version terrified me as a child, but I love the real people.
I don't think you're the first person I've heard say that.
Really?
Yeah.
That the cartoon version terrified. I've never seen it, so I don't really know the context.
I legit want to look that up.
Same story. I guess just because as a kid you're used to cartoons being fun and friendly rather than cartoon monkeys and witches flying at you. So
The Wiz scared me as a kid.
Never saw it.
For some reason, that version of Michael Jackson just creeped me out.
Yeah.
And I
so
think
Michael Jackson was black in that movie? Is that what you're saying?
We've talked about this. Leave Mike alone. All right.
What's
hey,
your top
I love
five,
Mike, but come on, that was a good joke.
I got Saving Private Ryan, Talladega Nights, of course. No, John, it's my movie. You don't get to choose it. Saving Private Ryan, Talladega Nights, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, Life, and number 5, Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I would definitely go Saving Private Ryan. And
You don't know, John. I picked it.
Well, I mean, I'm going to have to pick one of yours, so.
hey, can I swap out?
Go ahead, John.
I'm going to swap out Wizard of Oz for Anchorman.
Dang gummit.
We can have the same.
Well, he's making it seem like we can.
No, we can't. It's just funny how mad you just got.
Mine is in no particular order, but Anchorman is absolutely top 5. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, absolutely top 5. Tombstone.
Okay. Okay.
Great movie. The Dark Knight, kind of touched on that last week.
It was close when I was thinking
It's one of
about
those movies that if I see it on TV, I'm going to watch.
I'm stopping.
No matter where it's at, I'm going to start it. And Crocodile Dundee. And that might be number 1.
Wow.
You almost killed John, man. Crocodile Dundee.
That's not a knife. That's a knife. Or whatever he says.
It's such a great movie.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
This week's fast food burger bracket brought to you by Triton. We're going to do a little something different. Instead of just showing photos, we're just going to go ahead and vote through them ourselves. And if there's any questions like that, we'll open some polls. But last week, the Dairy Queen flamethrower took out the original Crystal, a.k.a. the gut grenades, thanks to John. But the double Crystal did beat BK's mayonnaise sourdough king. And, of course, we know the Hardee's Frisco beat McDonald's Big and Tasty. So we're just going to go around the office and get some tallies real quick. Alex, we'll start with you. The Texas Double Whopper, brought to you by BK, versus Wendy's oh-so-very classic Junior Bacon Cheeseburger.
Wendy's. I'm going to take Wendy's over just about anybody. in
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, me too.
I think we've had this conversation in the office. Wendy's has the best fast food burger. All right, now here we go here. Now, this one hadn't been tried by some people, but I think you said you've visited Carolinas before. Was Lauren, or no, I'm sorry. Your wife's family, they're from that area? Mm-hmm. You got the Carolina BBQ Whopper versus McDonald's Bacon and Cheese Angus Burger.
I haven't had the Whopper.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, you sign me up for bacon and barbecue on a burger.
I mean, it sounds fantastic.
Yeah, don't even.
So, yeah, give me that Carolina barbecue.
John O.
That sounds, yeah, I'm going with the Carolina barbecue.
That's a clean sweep. So now, matching up and moving on. Wendy's Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. Hey, man. The sinuses are kicking in. Wendy's Junior Bacon Cheeseburger versus the Carolina Barbecue Whopper.
I'm gonna have to go Wendy's.
I may do the Carolina barbecue on that.
Oh, dude, don't do that to me.
We just established that Wendy's is the best fast food burger.
Okay, Wendy's. I'll go Wendy's.
All right, cool. We'll move forward, then I don't have to vote. This week's Designs of the Week and winner of 300 free Coaches apparel goes to the Reapers. Yeah. John.
You just love doing that.
God.
Yeah, it has to end with the yeah.
Oh, man.
So you interrupt him.
Yeah.
I can't get that take back.
No. He did good. And then you had to ruin it.
This week's Designs...
Here he goes.
Son of a...
All right. Do the read.
This week's Designs of the Week and winner of 300 free Coaches apparel goes to Reapers Baseball out of, I believe, Pineville, Louisiana. I've been working with them since going to back to 2019. Me and Sean go back and forth so many times with so many great designs, and they do a lot for us. So congratulations to them and their organization.
Some great looking designs for these guys, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, he orders everything. From socks to pants.
Yes,
jerseys.
he does.
Yeah, the arm sleeves.
I always like those uniforms. He does.
It's a
you do
nice
great
colorway.
job.
Yeah.
And I love that he does a great job in thinking outside the box.
And what's crazy is he actually comes with the designs. Most of the time, I just have to edit. Oh, okay. So, yeah, it's as custom as it gets with him.
All right, guys. We're going to do a little more critiquing this week. You'll get a chance to check out the new City Connect for the week.
We gotta get those buttons away from John. I can't deal with it.
It's only going to get worse. As people talk about it being funny, it's only going to get worse.
As he builds his little following of the button pusher.
Pusher.
That's one thing I do hear back. Man, who's the guy pushing the buttons? Like,
He's hilarious.
yeah. Well, what about me and Al?
See?
Can't even see the guy.
Yeah.
Hey, just for all my listeners out there that love my buttons, that didn't sound right. Just know we got more buttons coming in next week.
All right, let's move forward with this critique.
Kansas City Royals City Connect jersey. What do you guys think about this?
So number one, colorway's fantastic.
Colorway may be the best colorway
Now-
color combination you can have.
I'd say probably outside of the White Sox is my favorite colorway. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's a meaning for all these lines in the logo, correct?
So it's supposed to be a play on the city of fountains, which, to be honest, I had no idea that Kansas City was a city of fountains.
Yeah, no way.
I did a little research on it before coming in here. Kansas City is kind of on the way to the west.
Yeah.
Back in the day. And apparently it started as a bunch of fountains for horses, dogs, thirsty animals and creatures.
Didn't know that, Al.
And apparently now there's like 200 plus fountains in
I
Kansas City.
think it's like persons and creatures.
So, I kind of a running theme with these things, man, is like there must have been some kind of orders to keep it toned down.
Yeah.
Is the only thing I can think about. Because the only creativity is in the logo.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
I think they could have, I hate to do it, but they could have done a better way to make those lines represent a fountain or water coming out of a fountain.
yeah.
To like,
It's just...
I mean, just imagine if it's like fountain water where it goes off at its own angles or something like that at the top of the K. Because you don't know what it is till you look it up, in my opinion.
I mean, if they didn't have the little graphic with the City of Fountains explaining why it's lines like this, people be like, what?
Hey,
What is-
hey, hey, hey. I guess that's the victory song of Kansas City.
Apparently.
so.
I guess what did they win? Sweetest barbecue?
So I just hate to keep saying swing and a miss on these things, but
This one's tough, man. I can't.
I like them because of the colorway.
Yeah.
I wish that they had done more. I mean, this is the most basic pretty much that you can do on a jersey.
Yeah, there
With-
has to be, some top executive, turning this
Somebody's
stuff down.
toning it down, because I like to think that whoever did this has got probably 15 other designs that they did that
Yeah.
are so
Oh,
much
yeah.
better,
It's
and
like
they just got
us.
shot down. Yeah,
We come with great, creative designs, and they just want to go back to the basics with like one tweak or so.
and don't get me wrong, I'm all for traditional. Like baseball guy, love traditional, You're going to do City Connect. Got to do better than this. Tom,
What do
what's
I
the
give
thumb
it?
meter say?
No,
it's
we can't
a
deal
thumbs
with
down.
it. Yeah. Get out
Yeah,
of here.
I'm going to have to agree with you.
And this is not on the designer.
I don't think it
Yeah.
is. I really don't, because I think he did the best he could with what he had to work with. And this week's $39.99 jersey of the week. It's like if he doesn't interrupt one of us,
It's perfect.
I can be doing the best read.
Oh,
Go
John,
ahead.
you're awful. You're
I'm
awful.
hands free. So go.
Don't rush him now. Go.
Hurry up.
This week's $39.99 jersey of the week, all inclusive pricing, names, numbers, logos, colors, what else? Anything else you could need. $39.99 this week only. We're going to call this the Triple Threat
Nice.
jersey. This one was done by Q. Good looking cream base with the three colors.
I thought you were
That's the
saying
triple-
Q was good looking. So
Anyway.
Q is Quentin, one of our designers here. So.
Yeah, we'll get him on the show one day. We're definitely going to have to get Q in
Yeah.
here. But check it out. Email thedwpod@teamtriton.com to take advantage of this offer. Do it now.
And as we wrap up, fellas, you know what time it is? A time we all love outside of last week. When you guys ruined it. This is the random question by Thomas. And this one right here, just like usual, I'm going to start us off, help get y'all's mind rolling. But the question is, what cover song that only you like seems to be hated by everyone else? And I will say my song is by the White Stripes, did a cover of Jolene, which I
Oh,
think
good
is good.
heavens.
Which I think is good. And I remember being at a barbecue playing around my friends, and I remember they looked at me and said, "Hey man, what is this shit?" It made me question my music taste, because I thought I had good music taste, and I can see why they don't like it. But to me, I mean,
But you're a huge Dolly Parton fan.
first off, when you a little hard rock, a little country mix,
Hey,
those
I'm all
are my
for it.
favorite
I'm
type
all
of
for
covers.
it. Yeah.
Like when you switch genres with a cover, I'm all like.
I love that, especially like heavy metal covers of like pop music is fantastic.
But I remember trying to play it for another set of friends. Like I think we were driving somewhere. I was like, "Nah, man, those boys are just country. They don't know what they're talking about." And everybody in the car was like, "Hey, man, can you turn? Please, can we hear something else?" And I was like, "Man, this really might be a bad cover."
Do you know the history behind Jolene?
I know it was written the same day as the I'll
Always Love You.
Yeah,
Which is
What a day.
yeah.
Have a day, Dolly Parton.
that was a Sunday afternoon for Dolly Parton.
That's not even the
Multi-million-dollar day.
that's not
That's
even
her
the crazy.
off day, and she's writing iconic hits.
Well, the craziest thing about that story is that it could be exaggerated to a point, but it's still a true story that there was somebody, another woman.
What did this woman look like?
Exactly. Because if you've seen any age of Dolly Parton is phenomenal. So I wish there was a way we could look up this Jolene.
Does the 25-year-old or so Jolene stack up to current Dolly Parton?
No way. No.
You don't think so?
Yeah, dude. She's had so much surgery. That's why she's the way she is. You can pay to look like that.
That's an interesting choice, John. Do you got anything on this?
I really don't. I'm struggling to think of cover songs, but the closest I could think of is when Toto covered George Harrison's "While My Guitar Gently Sleeps."
Yeah. Is it? I don't know. I gotta listen to it.
It's good, man.
But people hate it.
Yeah, I'm sure some Beatles purists do, but
Yeah.
it's so good.
They hate
so
a lot
good.
of things.
They're wrong.
I don't know if mine is necessarily hated,
Yeah.
because I can't say I've ever really played it for anybody. But the Avenged Sevenfold did a cover of "Wish You Were Here"
Yeah.
by Pink Floyd, and I love it. And
I think we both love Avenged Sevenfold.
yeah, and they can cover pretty much anything. I'm gonna like it.
Can I just say I'm not really a big fan of covers? I don't care who does it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of cover songs.
No.
Huge fan. Now, I'm not talking about cover the song and sing it just like the original one. I want to hear your version of it. That type of cover deal.
Yeah, even still.
And there's special, exceptions to that.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, you got Blues Man by Hank Williams Jr. originally, and then Alan Jackson does it, and it's similar, but it's way better.
Yeah.
Like, how many times is a cover better than the original artist?
Yeah, that's very rare.
We just talked about Whitney Houston covered the Dolly Parton song.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
it's better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whitney Houston is
Well,
on another
is an
level.
iconic voice. I don't know. I think it happens more than we like to think, though.
I think you like you say, you like more than you like to think. You just don't know that it's a cover because
right.
you've never heard the original version.
Like, there's so many early rock songs around the 60s and 70s. It's like based on old blues songs.
Yeah.
And all those blues songs are basically based on old field working songs from back in the day.
Yeah.
So in a way, all those are covers. Like Nirvana did a cover of that I love, "Where Did You Sleep Last Night?" For that one MTV Unplugged album. Turns out that was a cover by Black Belly, or I believe that's his name, Lead Belly, called Black Belly, by Lead Belly. An old blues singer. And then you ask him where did he get that song from? He said, "Well, he was in prison." So who would have known that that's where it ended?
See, that's the problem with covers. If somebody does a great cover and like, wow, that great song by Mariah Carey, ooh, but no, that was actually Jackson 5
Yeah,
doing, what was that song? Now I can't think of it.
I'm waiting for you to get there. I only know the Jackson 5's Christmas album, and I love it.
I'll be there. Yes.
No way Mariah Carey is better than the Jackson 5's.
But I'm just saying, people hearing like, oh man, Mariah just came up with this great song. It's
okay,
like,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, it was somebody else's, but she's just ripping it off.
So
That's
I
another
see
reason
what
I
you're
like
saying.
covers.
I see what
So.
you're saying. Well, boys, time to wrap it up.
I can't wait.
Appreciate you all tuning in for
Get this
another.
negative energy.
God.
No, it's
Thank you for tuning in for another episode. We really appreciate it, especially as we grow. Be sure to subscribe to us if you're watching on YouTube. Follow, like the
On the
channel.
tube.
You can catch us on Spotify and Apple if you want to stream and listen to us, as well as follow us on Instagram, on Twitter at the DW Pod. I think I butchered that again. The DW Pod. I said it right, actually.
The DW Pod.
And last but not least, Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
all right.